So welcome back to another video. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about why or how we're able to guarantee that you can build a $50,000 a month OnlyFans agency. Now that's not just because I've done it that I can guarantee that you do it, but it's because that we've built the program in a way that makes sure that you do achieve success. And we're going to be talking about how we've gone about building this in the language of feedback, reiteration, and accountability. So when it comes to the program, you may know that I've basically just created a program which helps you through every step of creating an OnlyFans management agency. And as you can see here, this is an example of a data-backed checklist that we use to put our students through to go through and actually make sure they build the OnlyFans agency correctly. Because there's a few things that you need to get right before you can just build an OnlyFans agency. There may be some stuff regarding your actual knowledge on what actually is an OnlyFans agency that may need some clarification. There may be some stuff when it comes to your mindset that is holding you back. That is an absolute big one. Lots of people just skip over stuff when it's related to kind of mindset. But by far, I've mentored a lot of people now. By far, I can tell when I'm speaking to someone based on their mindset where they're going to achieve success based on the questions they're asking. If they're asking, like, in terms of questions, well, how much time is it going to take to build an OnlyFans management agency? Chances are you're not going to build one with that sort of mindset. There's just, in the language itself, it's a very kind of looking at it from not the right lens. When you're building an OnlyFans agency, the questions you need to be asking are, what do I need to do to build this OnlyFans agency? Not asking how long it's going to take, because that's just an inherent laziness within that question itself. So we walk through the program. I've taken over $10,000 worth of neurolinguistic programming training from the best. So not only do we help you with neurolinguistic programming when it comes to actually working with OnlyFans models, making as much money as possible from the subscribers by getting them to fall in love with the OnlyFans model, but also I apply the neurolinguistic programming techniques that I've learned to myself, and I also teach you how I go about doing that. So in terms of how you can maintain an excited state, persistency, motivation, stuff that you need to fix within yourself to become the person who runs a $50,000 a month OnlyFans agency. Because the reason you're not running that is because you're not the type of person who runs that sort of agency. So we go through an introduction, which basically kind of just setting out the stage in terms of what exactly you need to do, how you need to function within the program, how you need to go about building an OnlyFans agency. We also give you an OnlyFans agency dashboard, which is a dashboard that we use to keep track of all the numbers related to OnlyFans agency. Again, you need to keep track of your numbers. Again, I see people who are successful, they know their numbers to a T. So you need to make sure that you got a good agency dashboard where you're keeping track of your churn rate of your models, the models coming in, how many models you can be signing before you hit the deterioration between revenue and lack of focus. And then you need to sort out yourself. We've got one of the most in-depth mindset trainings within anything. I spent $10,000 on neurolinguistic programming, so I've gone really all out with basically learning everything I've learned from that training that I got within neurolinguistic programming. Then we talk about the foundations. So we talk about the foundations of the OnlyFans agency business model, disseminated decentralization, everything when it comes to crafting an offer, creating a website, so how you're going to have market resonance when you create your offer. So when you pitch to OnlyFans models, they're going to be like, yes, this is what I need. And then we talk about everything from the basics of basic financing, managing your OnlyFans agency, because you're going to be dealing with lots of clients. You're going to be dealing with lots of revenue coming in, and it's important that you keep on top of that money coming in, and that you have invoicing set up correctly, bills, payouts, so you make sure you get paid, and you make sure that you're paying the contractors that you do sign when building the OnlyFans agency. Now, something important to note is that we have feedback and reiteration built within. So the people who don't see success when they go through courses, for example, is because they get the information they need, but they're just lacking the implementation that they need. Or they're lacking the correct implementation. So courses can be great for knowledge, but they don't really help you get shit done. Which is why with every student who joins the program, we give them a custom-made sheet of this, which they need to work through. They go through the stage, watch, take notes based on what it is, install and set up the OnlyFans agency dashboard, tick it off, supply evidence that they've set it up, and then we review it to make sure that it's all good. And if it is good, we then tick the validation. So not only are you actually got the knowledge and the resources you need to implement each step when it comes to building an OnlyFans agency, because I've gone from 0 to 50K a month with an OnlyFans agency. I journaled every step of the way. I know the exact things you need to implement to get there as quickly as possible, which is why I structured this program out. I put a lot of thought into it in terms of each step that I had to come across and I had to overcome within my own OnlyFans agency, and I teach you exactly that and give you the resources to overcome each step. So you get the training, you get the resources, you mark off it's completed, you give the evidence completed, we review it, and then we validate it. So everything you're doing is getting reviewed and validated to make sure that you are doing the right things when it comes to building an OnlyFans agency. This is really important when it comes to Module 4, Model Recruitment. So we walk through the model recruitment system that we have in place to assign high-ticket OnlyFans models, the model recruitment dashboard, so how we automate the system and how you keep track of all the numbers, building a client attraction asset to make models interested that you can sell, that you can send en masse, setting up the profiles, the DM outreach script, the follow-up mechanisms, demo calls, sales tracking, sales call walkthrough, and then hiring a virtual assistant to plug and play into the model recruitment dashboard to manage the whole thing for you. So really, really in-depth model recruitment system that we're running at the moment and is working for us. I uploaded, my last video was a call with me closing an OnlyFans model. It came from this system alone. So we give you the videos and the training, and of course you implement it. We review every step of the way to make sure you got that feedback and reiteration along the way. And then we walk through service delivery, so the operating system you need to basically where you're going to manage all of your agency resources, model onboarding system to install and set up that, building the model niche, model reporting, setting up the account, how to make sure that you're nurturing the community properly with pay-per-view optimization, wall feed, shout-out for shout-out optimization, neurolinguistic programmer supplementation, the chatter onboarding. So we basically find pre-trained OnlyFans chatters who are trained up by ourselves, give them to you, give everything you need to onboard them, accountability for the chatters, keeping track in terms of the sales that they're generating within the account, giving you chatting sexton sets, how to have them work within your organization, end-of-day reporting, everything like that, as well as how to actually get subscribers for your OnlyFans models. So it's step by step, you go through, implement the training, implement the resources, tick it off, we review it, you go to the next step. And I can guarantee that when you go through this, that there's no way that you go through this without seeing the results of building a successful OnlyFans management agency. Because I documented my whole journey building my OnlyFans agency. I documented every step, so I know exactly what you need to do. Now, I want to go through and talk a little bit more about the importance of feedback, reiteration, and accountability. So I built this document here because the purpose is to highlight exactly what you're missing out when you're trying to build a business online, and why it's so hard for many people to build a successful business. Now, if you don't know who this is Iman Gadzhi. He is a multi-millionaire. He documented his whole journey from literally starting from absolutely nothing to building a very successful business or multiple businesses. And the process that he's gone through has been constant reiteration and feedback on himself and his businesses, which is why he's experienced a growth spiral. So what he's been doing, implementing certain things, collecting feedback on certain things, reiterating what he's done, and then collecting feedback, and just a continual loop. He's done it on himself, he's done it on his businesses. And that's why over years, you notice that you start to unlock more and more wealth because of the constant improvement. If you're not improving your agency at all, then you're going to expect for the agency to stay the same. Things in life, due to the law of entropy, are either improving or deteriorating. So without constant work, things will just start to deteriorate. So you need to make sure that you're constantly improving, which is why feedback and reiteration is so important. And it's why I took those core pillars and implemented within the program. So this is an example of just one of the checklists that we give you to make sure you stay accountable. We've got an accountability sheet as well, so we keep you accountable to implementing the next step. We've got another clear roadmap, which doesn't go over the exact program attributes, but however, it does go through a clear kind of question asking framework that you can walk through to build an OnlyFans agency. And then we give you absolutely everything as discussed here, all the resources, as well as much more. We've got, this is to get 50K a month, then we've got scaling operations from 50K a month and beyond, what you need to know for that. So, for example, we had JP inside our program, started his OnlyFans agency with us from scratch, used consistent feedback and reiteration by looking at the data and asking the right questions to scale his OnlyFans agency rapidly to over $100,000 a month now. So all you need to do to build a successful OnlyFans management agency is you need to follow a proven path and implement feedback and reiteration along that proven path. That's all you need to do. So this was JP in March. He signed his first model at a 50-50 split. As you can see by this message here. Then he sent another message. Hey friend, I'm able to get girls to 50K a month with consistent 1-7 sub price to chat and ratio. If you don't know what that means, little technical language for the OnlyFans agency space. But he scaled his model to 50K a month in June, as you can see by that. Consistently able to get the girls to 50K a month. And that was because he implemented systems to sign OnlyFans models, onboard them properly, manage their accounts properly, and promote them and get them subscribers. That's all it takes. All it takes is for you to implement those systems and you will see success with it. If you're not seeing success with it, or if you're not seeing success in business, you're missing the systems. It's as simple as that. That's all. The foundations of building an online business is building systems that work. And then, as you can see, scaling his chat and operation further to 20 million net and hiring him a 60K base salary. So imagine you're watching this video trying to build or trying to make 60K a month online. Imagine that you end up hiring someone within your agency that you build for 60K a year. So as you can see, there's just insane money to be made within this space just by implementing some very basic systems. So now I want to talk about the power of reiteration. So reiteration can take a crappy business that is underperforming, isn't delivering value, isn't getting clients, into a rock star business through the constant progress of impartial reflection based on data and re-implementation. You get what we call a growth spiral. So again, you build systems, and with the systems that you build, you need to constantly improve them. So you implement a system. You then analyze the data from that system. So let's say, for example, you build a model recruitment system. You don't join the program. You don't take a plug and play model recruitment system. You build one yourself so you can sign OnlyFans models who are high ticket. You then analyze the data of that. So you're looking at, okay, so we only got 3 calls booked this month, and we've only signed 1 model, and this model is starting from scratch with the OnlyFans account. Then you identify, look at the data. Okay, so why are we getting this many calls booked? What is the output that's producing? What's the input that is producing the output? You look at all the data of that system. You then reiterate it based on that. So, okay, we need to improve X, Y, and Z inputs to get this desired output because the data that we're getting isn't good enough. You then design the improvements, and then you then implement. Again, this is the growth spiral that allowed Imran Ghazi to see success, the growth spiral that JP allowed him to see success, and it's allowed me to see success as well, just from this growth spiral. So it's either that you're missing the feedback, you're missing the reiteration, or that you just don't have the systems at all in place. Or you need the systems firsthand, and you can get them already pre-built and tested by us. So what we've discussed in this video is the pillar of our program. So it's designed to ensure your predictable growth and ultimately financial freedom from building a cash flow business. And as I've said before, the systems is all you're missing. If you had my agency's model recruitment system, our onboarding system, our promotion system, our management system, and then you had feedback on exactly how to operate those systems, then you would be having the same results that I've got. You'd be having the same results that JP's got. But the only reason that you're not at that point is because you're just missing the systems. So if you're reading this and you desperately want to build a $50,000 a month OFM agency, then I do implore you to book in a call down below to get started. We've only had 27 people join the program, and you can go to our Instagram page called OnlyFans Millions. And on the Instagram page, you can see all our case studies. And we have got dozens upon dozens of case studies. So it's kind of saying that what we implement works. I've been running my OnlyFans agency for 4 years. It's a question of just implementing the systems yourself through a consistent structure that you can just follow. So it takes all the headache out of what do I need to do next. You just go through, tick these boxes, implement the training, implement the resources. We go through, we give you feedback on exactly what you're doing right, what you need to improve. And then you go to the next step and you are going to build an OnlyFans agency. And that's why we give these insane guarantees, because as long as you go through this, there's no way that you aren't going to build a successful OnlyFans management agency, because you've got all the systems that are going to deliver the inputs that you need. And then as a result of that, they're going to produce the outputs that you're looking for. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment down below, as well as subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.